So, Coach, how do you build a superior team?
What I've always felt about team building the superior team, the best team, is surrounding yourself with the best people. I always tried to hire the best assistant coaches and let them coach, and then tried to pick the best players and let them play. And I've always felt that the team that makes the fewest errors generally wins the game. And I wanted to be the coach that had the players that made the fewest errors.
Does the improvement process ever stop?
You know, you never feel like you have all the answers. So I've always felt that there's always more to learn out there. So I'm always searching or continuing to look for improvement in my players.
How do you tell if a player has real skills?
The way that I try to evaluate a player's skills is that you put him out there and you have all of these different drills for the different positions that a player plays. Offensive line, defensive line, linebackers, defensive backs, running backs, quarterbacks. So you put them through all of these different drills, and if they hold up and if they excel in these drills, then you know that they have the skills that are needed to be the best player that they can be.
Coach, how important are the people we don't see? The scouts, the assistant coaches, the trainers, and even the groundskeepers?
You know, the people that really don't get the credit that they deserve are the guys that work behind the scenes. You know, the assistant coaches, the people that take care of the field, the ones that take care of the stadium. And I think that on game day, you want everything perfect. So they all have to be evaluated as to what they do to make their responsibility better than they've ever had it before. And that's what I've always tried to do, is exceed expectations.
At Summit, service is everything. So we sometimes don't know who's behind the scenes also, but they are the most important people at Summit.
You know, being the head man at Summit, I think it's important that you're aware of everything that's going on around you. And sometimes it only takes, a glance, a nod of the head, a pat on the back to make the people realize that you're aware that they're doing everything that they can to be the best that they can be. And I've always felt that as a head coach, I never wanted to be accused of not being aware of what's going on around me.
Is the team approach always the better way to go?
The team approach is, in my mind, what it's all about. You can have great individual players, and you need great individual players. But a player out there by himself can't get it done. But when he comes into the confines of the team and just fits in as one of the offensive or defensive players, that makes the team better. And that's what wins the game for him, the team being the best that they can be.
Are some people just not coachable?
You know, through my 33 years as a head coach, I think I found a couple that I would say are not coachable. And the important thing is, as soon as you find that out, you want to head in a different direction. You don't want to continue to work with somebody that's not coachable, that refuses to do any of the things that you, as a leader, ask them to do. So get rid of the non-coachable people.
What's the hardest lesson you ever had to teach a player?
Well, the hardest thing that I think that I've ever had to teach a player is to make sure that they maximize their ability. You know, you want to be the best that you can be in the classroom. Come out of every meeting that you've ever had better prepared mentally. You want to come off the practice field better prepared mentally and physically for the test that you're going to have that weekend. And then when the game starts, you want to be the team that has the answers as opposed to the team that, waits for the next ball game to get it done. You want to make sure you get it done when you have the opportunity to compete.
Great. What's the difference between a good coach and a great coach?
Well, I think that coaches are evaluated by their records. Sooner or later, somebody's going to look at the bottom line, and they're going to say that the coach that's got the most wins, that's won the most big games, is the better coach. And they can talk all they want about, this guy's a great coach, but he never seems to get it done on game day. You want the coach that gets it done on game day when the pressure is on.
Can a player be a star on his own?
You want players to maximize their abilities. And, if they have great ability, they can be a star. They can be a star player. But you also want it to be within the confines of the team concept. Everybody working together on offense, on defense, on special teams, the coach-player relationship. You got to think teamwork first, and then the star player might emerge, and you certainly want to give him credit for being a star, But the star player isn't going to get it done by himself. He needs people around him.
So he needs the team.
The team is the important
The team to build around him so he
I
can
think
become
in
a
your
star.
business and my business, you want to surround yourself with the best people and then give them a job to do. But make sure that you, as a leader or as a head coach, are aware of what your people are doing.